Stockholm 2021 patches have been rising in price like crazy in the past month. Some call this price action a bubble, while others believe it to be a solid investment. Both sides have solid arguments, and this is the best time to discuss them. Hello and welcome, this is Fizz, and at this point almost every prominent YouTuber made a video about the infamous Stockholm 2021 patch packs. All those people who bought them at 40 cents are indeed happy about this, but at the very same time we need to address the inflating price bubble here and look at whether there is still some price growth potential left in these patch packs. While these patch packs are one of a kind in CSGO's history, and it's really hard to base their price performance on any metrics, we can at least try to assume and predict some things. Many people forget that we already had a very similar item, which may be something to keep in mind when discussing patches in the future. This specific item is a Team Graffiti, and it has been for sale for 4 consecutive majors, that's being Atlanta, Krakow, Boston and London. Since then, their concept has changed, and the only way to have your favorite team's graffiti at any time is by purchasing graffiti from old majors that can still be purchased on a Steam Market and third-party websites. And you know, guess what? During all these years since they were out, their price has been on a steady rise. All these graffitis could have been bought for 25 cents with every sale, and right now even the worst performing graffitis have doubled or even tripled in their price. How can we compare discontinued graffitis with Stockholm patch packs? That's a legit question, as we are only drawing parallels here. The first thing is the price action. While patches and graffitis are not directly related, we can at least guess the price tendencies. As previously mentioned, every piece of graffiti has significantly increased in price during the last 4 years. However, if it was as simple as just adding these numbers, we could say that these packs can still move up in price, but that might not be the case in the short term, as I believe that some of these patch packs are in a severe price bubble. We also need to consider one more bullish argument. These patch packs are likely discontinued, as they did not appear in the last 2 majors and likely won't appear in the future. While Valve can always pull a random surprise on us, even then the whole Stockholm investing aura should be enough to keep the scarcity of these packs as a price action fuel going forwards. Now let's get back to the price bubble point. These patch packs, especially the Challengers one, are currently experiencing artificial and barely substantiated growth. Ever since the beginning of the month, their price has doubled, and most of this comes down to speculation from other YouTubers and some unknown decisions. Legends and Contenders patch packs seemingly have a whole other price action cycle, while the Challengers patch pack recently had a very interesting price action. These patch packs were underinvested in the broader Stockholm 2021 context, and the Challengers Triggers capsules growth fueled the growth of this pack too. On December the 15th, you can see a massive spike in price for this package, caused by an even more significant influx of volume. On this day, we can see a volume increase of almost 10 times, and since then, the volume has gradually subsided. As the volume went down, the price started moving down as well. These are obvious signs of price manipulation in a price bubble. However, this is not the first time, as the same price bubble happened just 2 months ago on October the 24th. The volume just suddenly spiked to similar heights and the price went up by 40%. Typical price bubbles burst and average investors get hurt. While typical financial rules do not necessarily apply to CSGO markets, we can still expect a shorter term price decrease for these patch packs. Previously I said that Legends and Contenders patch packs have their own cycle. While Challengers saw a massive price action recently, the latter two did not. This year, Legends had 4 significant price bubbles, each of them resulting in at least 40% growth. This happened at the beginning of May, at the beginning of June, in the middle of October and on November the 8th. As for Contenders patch packs, they also had price packs in May, June and November. And the question is the real price bubble for these packs just forming? Challengers patch pack had a substantial price growth with an increase in volume, while these two did not see an increase in sales. Some cyclical patterns can be presumed here, and with this in mind, it's reasonable to expect that these patch packs can still grow in the future. All in all, remember that I'm not a financial advisor and each investment carries a substantial risk, so please do your own research. These patch packs still retain a title of lucrative investment, even with a noticeable price bubble formed on the Challengers patch pack, and this price growth can be based on the solid individual Team Graffitis price performance that I spoke about before. If you agree or disagree with my opinion, feel free to post your ideas in the comment section down below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, as I have more exciting videos coming out soon.